Hi guys, 18 Dapper here and welcome to the latest matchday preview on the channel. It is for this Saturday's League 2 fixture. It's Newport versus Doncaster Rovers. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to the latest matchday preview, Newport versus Doncaster Rovers in League 2. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you so much for supporting the channel. After the pre-season predictions, the channel's just gone from strength to strength, so thank you all for the support. It is greatly appreciated. If this is the first video that you've come across on my channel, welcome. Please consider clicking subscribe so you don't miss any future content. Match previews, match day vlogs, all coming up throughout the season, and the 72 review, which is live every Sunday, where we go through all three divisions. But onto this one, usual format. We go through match previews, we look at previous meetings between the two clubs, current form across all competitions. I choose a Doncaster Rovers player to say a few words about, and then I choose my opponent's one to watch. But as I always say, you know your club much better than I do, so if there's somebody else who should be in the conversation at that point, get them in the comments down below. I do like to learn about every club in the league so that I can improve on the content that I'm creating. And then we finished the preview with three predictions. It's the predicted team lineup thanks to FanHub. The predictions league table, there's an update on that after the first game of the season, and then the all important score prediction at the very end. So without further ado, let's get into previous meetings. Donny and Newport faced off a total of 48 times in our history, Rovers coming out on top on 16 of those occasions. We've shared the spoils on 11 and Newport edging it, as it always seems to be. I can't remember the last time we'd won more than lost against a team on one of these previews. 21 we've lost against Newport. And drilling down into the more recent five, we need to end this worrying trend. We go back to 2017 and it was 0-0 draw away from home, and then in 2022-23 season in League 2 it was a 1-0 win away from home. I take that, and then a 3-1 defeat back at our place, and then last season we don't want to see a repeat of this scoreline, 4-0 to Newport at Rodney Parade. So yeah, definitely don't want to see a repeat of that. Certainly take it the other way around though. And then a narrow 1-0 defeat at home, where if I remember rightly we had a lot of the game and it was a late winner. So yeah, 3 defeats on the bounce. We want to end that pattern at the minute, and it'd be nice to get a win tomorrow. Current form does lean towards Donny winning, because the 2 competitive games that we've had this season, Rovers have won both of theirs, Notts County lost both of theirs. It's been a difficult start for Newport really this season. An opening day away defeat to Cheltenham 3-2, and then a 4-1 defeat at Leyton Orient midweek in the Carabao Cup. So confidence may have taken a hit with that 4-1 defeat. I'm not sure. They're a team a league above, so I think you can kind of put some sort of mitigation into that result maybe. But yeah, they'll be wanting to bounce back, but hopefully it's knocked the wind out of the sails a little bit. We will see, because it is also only 1 win for Newport in their previous 16 games, pre-season included in that. So obviously you can't take too much from pre-season, but they had a really poor end to the season last season. It looks like that's filtered over and followed them into the new season, so it could be making fans increasingly nervous about the prospects of what this season holds for Newport. If I'm wrong in any of my thoughts or opinions, Newport fans, get it in the comments down below. I did predict a tough season for Newport, with Nelson Jardim being untested at this level, not managed at all. And then obviously it's a difficult level to manage at, a very physical division. It could be a masterstroke too, might just take a bit of time, because he has been around English football in the past. I think he was the assistant manager at Birmingham, he's been a coach at Leicester if I'm remembering right, and Swansea possibly, so he knows the area, South Wales, and he has been around English football before, but never as a manager, so a bit untested. But we've seen it before where it could be an absolute masterstroke, but early signs are not good for Newport, and hopefully for me and for Donny that continues tomorrow. Onto the Rovers, it's polar opposite at the minute. A really positive start for us this season, a thumping 4-1 win to start the season off at home to Accrington, and then we followed that up with a relatively simple cruise through the first round of the Carabao Cup, through to the second round after beating Salford 2-0 at the Peninsula, and it was a game where we were in control for the majority of it. So yeah, we've been able to swap the team about. We've got two good results, so hopefully confidence is flowing through the squad at the minute. But it is raising quite a lot of questions for Grant to answer in terms of the squad. 10 changes in the outfield from Saturday to midweek, and some solid performances from those players as well. So it's a great headache to have, I think, to have a decent amount of depth, which Donny have not had for a number of seasons. And the second team, the players that were put out on Tuesday, all have the ability to break into the first team. So yeah, fantastic headache for us fans to be watching Grant have options. Yeah, something that we've not had in a long time. And the positivity continues for Donny. 16 games with 1 win for Newport. It's 1 defeat for Donny in our last 16 competitive games. So yeah, it's some run that I am really enjoying being part of and involved with, and watching. So we all hope that this run can be extended every single week. We were close to breaking our record last season. Could we go on a run like that again this season and break our all-time winning run, or all-time undefeated run? Who knows? It's something that's like the cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake, isn't it? So yeah, one game at a time, Dan. Don't get carried away. We've won one game. There's 45 left. Hopefully it's a positive result tomorrow. On to player profile. I've gone with James Maxwell. We won't see James, unfortunately. 22 years old, and I'm gutted for him. He got injured in the opening game. No one around him has planted his foot, and he's broken his 5th metatarsal. So it's looking like he's going to be out for around 12 weeks, maybe more, depending on the recovery. It could be back a little quicker, but I don't think Grant will rush him back. For me, one of the best left backs in the league on his day. So gutted to see him go. Gutted to see him get injured. But at the same time, it gives an opportunity to senior. Nixon's played over there. Oluwu's played at left back. We could change shape. We could go to a 3 at the back with Oluwu, and have Gibson as a wing back, possibly Molyneux at left wing back. So as I said earlier, options, something that we've not had for a long time. But hopefully the surgery goes well, without any hiccups or anything, and James has got a quick solid recovery and is back, fit and raring to go as soon as possible, because yeah, defensively solid, supports the attack in the attacking third too. Fantastic left back that it's better to have in the team than sat in the treatment room. So wish you a very quick recovery if you're watching, James. I doubt you are, but there you go. On to the opponents one to watch. So as I said at the start of the video, you know your club much better than I do. So if this individual isn't really one to watch, let me know, because I do get things wrong fairly often. But I've gone with Oliver Greaves, 24 years old, attacking midfielder, 95 career appearances, 33 goals, the vast majority of those coming in the non-league. So a little bit like the manager, untested at this level. So is Oliver. But first game in the EFL, he bagged a goal, got Newport back to 2-2, and unfortunately for Newport, they ended up slipping and falling to the 3-2 defeat. But an attacking midfielder, generally plays on the right, could be one to watch tomorrow. I don't know too much about the Newport squad. Obviously Baker Richardson was an obvious pick, but I just think sometimes between our midfield and defence, there has been holes previously. We're looking better this season, so we will see. But for me, the one to watch tomorrow in a Newport shirt, Oliver Greaves. On to the predicted team lineup. So if you haven't got FanHub yet, please go ahead, download it. Plenty of features to get your team stuck into, and you get rewarded for following your team as well. I do it mainly to predict my team lineup and the FanHub 5s. But this is my predicted team lineup for tomorrow's fixture. Going Sharman Lowe in goal. I thought he was very good on Tuesday night. Gathered crosses, commanded his area, cleared the lines when the ball got put over the top. and he just seems to be growing in confidence, which is good because I was a bit unsure when I saw him against Middlesbrough, but from what I've seen against Accrington and Tuesday night, he seems to be growing into that role and getting a bit more confident. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how he progresses this season. And I'm going with a back four of Sterry, Anderson, Wood and Senior. In the midfield, Bailey, Westbrook and Sabara, with Molyneux on the right, Gibson on the left, with Joe Ironside leading the line on his own. So that's my predicted team lineup. Let me know in the comments down below if you think that's spot on or who you'd change out of that, Donny fans. And that takes me on to the Predictions League table. So if you're new to this, me and the family predict the scoreline for every single league game. If we get the scoreline spot on, it is 3 points. If we get the outcome of the game right but not the scoreline, we get 1 point. Completely wrong, we get no points. And my dad went with a Desmond, stuck with his 2-2. Chris went with a 3-1. Max went with 4-1. So Max is top. I went with a 2-0 or 2-1. Can't remember. One of those. I got the outcome right, but not the scoreline. So me and Chris off the mark on 1 point. My dad's still on 0. Max leading the way early, pace setter with 3 points. And this takes me on to the all-important score prediction to round the video off. And confident, I think. Well, no, I don't want to be confident because I don't want us to become a fan base that is expecting to win every game. We've got to play it at our best to win any game of football, especially at this level. As I said earlier, it's physical, it's demanding, and you've got to earn every single point that you do get in League Two. But I do think we are good enough to get the 3 points tomorrow. I'm going with a 2-1 win. I don't think it'll be as simple or as easy as what Accrington was or what the scoreline suggested. I don't think it'll be as straightforward as what Tuesday night's 2-0 was as well. I think it could be a bit closer, so I've gone with Newport 1, Rovers 2. And that's where I'm going to leave this one. If you've enjoyed it, stick a big thumbs up on it for us, please. Comments in the section down below. As I say, let me know your score predictions, your predicted team lineup, whatever it is, get it in the comments down below. If you haven't already, please consider clicking subscribe so you don't miss any future content. And all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.